Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the shadow of a mountain, there lived a humble stonecutter named Rajan. Every day, Rajan would venture into the mountains to cut stone, shaping the rough rocks into smooth blocks to build houses, temples, and roads. Though he was skilled, he often felt unfulfilled and dissatisfied with his simple life. He envied those who seemed more powerful or happier than him. One scorching summer day, as Rajan labored under the sun, he paused to rest and noticed a wealthy merchant passing by, dressed in fine silks and riding a grand carriage. Rajan thought, "How fortunate he is! If only I could be as wealthy and respected as him, then I would be truly happy." To his surprise, a mysterious voice echoed through the mountains, "Your wish is granted." Suddenly, Rajan found himself transformed into a wealthy merchant. He now had grand riches, fine clothes, and servants to do his bidding. For a while, Rajan was delighted, but as time passed, he began to feel uneasy. Despite his wealth, he realized he was still discontent. His happiness was fleeting, overshadowed by the fear of losing his riches and status. One day, as Rajan basked in his newfound luxury, he saw the king passing by in a magnificent procession. The king was surrounded by soldiers, attended by nobles, and revered by all. Rajan thought, "Surely, the king must be the happiest person in the world. If only I could be as powerful as him." Once again, the mysterious voice whispered, "Your wish is granted." Instantly, Rajan became the king. He now had vast lands, an army at his command, and absolute power. For a while, he reveled in his new role, but it wasn't long before Rajan felt a new kind of burden. As king, he faced endless responsibilities, wars to wage, and decisions that weighed heavily on his heart. Despite all his power, Rajan found himself anxious and restless. One day, as Rajan looked out over his kingdom, the sun's rays beat down fiercely upon him. He realized that even with all his power, he was helpless against the mighty sun, which shone upon both the rich and poor alike. Rajan thought, "The sun is truly the most powerful. If only I could be as strong as the sun." The voice responded, "Your wish is granted." Rajan transformed into the sun, blazing high in the sky, shining down on the earth with immense power. He felt invincible as he illuminated the world, giving life to all beneath him. But as he continued to shine, Rajan noticed that a small dark cloud began to block his light, casting a shadow over the land. No matter how brightly he shone, the cloud continued to obscure him. Frustrated, Rajan thought, "This cloud is stronger than me. If only I could be the cloud." Again, the voice said, "Your wish is granted." Rajan became the cloud, floating freely in the sky, blocking the sun's rays and bringing rain to the earth. He felt powerful and unchallenged, drifting wherever he pleased. But then, he encountered something immovable, a vast mountain, ancient and unyielding, that stood in his path. No matter how hard he tried, Rajan could not move the mountain. He thought, "The mountain is mightier than I am. If only I could be as strong as the mountain." The voice responded, "Your wish is granted." Rajan became the mountain, towering and steadfast, unmoved by the elements. He felt invincible, solid, and eternal. Yet, as he stood there, he suddenly felt a sharp pain in his side. He looked down and saw a small figure chipping away at his rocky base. It was a stonecutter, just like he used to be. In that moment, Rajan realized the truth. The power he sought was an illusion. No matter how much he changed or what he became, there was always something greater. He saw the futility of his desires and understood that true contentment comes not from wealth, power, or status, but from accepting who you are and finding peace within. With this understanding, Rajan's heart softened, and he wished to return to his original form. The voice, now gentle and compassionate, said, "Your wish is granted." Rajan found himself once again a humble stonecutter, standing at the foot of the mountain. But this time, he was different. He no longer envied others or desired to be anything other than himself. He worked with renewed joy, knowing that happiness wasn't found in becoming someone else but in embracing the life he had. And so, Rajan lived the rest of his days content and at peace, grateful for the simple yet profound life he had rediscovered. Moral: contentment comes from within, not from what we possess or what we wish to become. True happiness lies in embracing who we are and appreciating the present moment.